Jane. Today we're reacting to season 4, episode 22 of Buffy. We are finally at the season finale of this season. I think we started this in like July, and it's taken 2 to 3 months to finish this season. This season, to be honest, hasn't. I mean, a lot of you guys say that it's probably like really badly placed. And to be honest, yeah, like compared to the other 3 seasons, like even this, this may be maybe above season 1. But season 1 is so nostalgic that it might be below season 1, to be honest. For me, if I'm doing rankings, I'll probably do 2, 3, 1, 4, if I'm being honest, because season 2 was Banjo centric, and you know I love Banjo. But other than that, like I just generally, like this season, I just didn't give a fuck about the initiatives. I didn't really care. I mean, the storyline was good. Like the storylines were amazing. Like I just hate that this season, you know, even though I knew it was going to happen and it's college and this is, you know, friendships grow apart, it was just sad seeing basically this whole season was just the schools falling apart until it took a random dude named Spike to highlight the difference. Like, if I bet you Spike ain't even say nothing, this tension when it rolls into season 5. And like, I just like Riley and the Buffy relationship, I just didn't really care about that. It's not even just because I'm a Banjo stan. I mainly even gave it a chance. I just feel like due to the pacing of it all, I just really care. And then, you know, even though 108 was erased from Buffy's mind, it wasn't erased from mine. And then you got like this tension still, like because in the back of my mind, I'm always going to assume that if she remembered 108, she would have probably never went back to Riley. Like that's one thing I'm really thinking of. Like every time I think about Riley and her, I think about how she would literally had just said fuck Riley and whatever with Angel. Therefore, I would never know peace. And the way that she reacted with when she came to Angel, when it came to Faith, I was just like, you know? And that's just that. Like, personally for me this season, like, it wasn't bad. I just didn't care about the initiatives. Like, the initiatives weren't even really a big villain for the first half. And then Adam, like, to be honest, what the fuck did Adam really do? Like, Adam's been out here for 8 episodes. Technically, and waited weeks, fuck, I think it was months at this point, to accumulate Buffy to have her go full slaughter mode to kill demons, and you know obviously the initiatives may die, so he can collect parts afterwards and make an army to do what? He could have been done this earlier. Like if he was able to succeed in this, like when Professor Watts came in 213, 214, and that happened, then it would have made sense. Like if for him to have had it happen around that time frame, like when he came to Slaughter, then us seeing what happened with this would have been better. He literally just been sitting there for months promising vampires and all these other demons like he was fucking Jesus, and then literally done nothing and easily got, I mean, well, he was strong. Like I feel like, I mean, obviously the magic saved Buffy, but he didn't do anything this whole season. Like every other villain of this show, like he felt like a lesser version of the Master and the Mayor. Even the Mayor, who was annoying, he was like he was more interesting. Like we knew what to expect from him. We were like, he had us on our feet. This man Adam, literally I just was like waiting for him to die. Hell, I even thought that we were going to see him in this episode here still continue on what he had planned. And what I'm assuming, this episode is probably going to lead us into season 5 drama and season 5 tension. And to be honest, I think when it comes to Spike, we're probably going to see more. I mean, I feel like next season is going to be more about Spike and potentially seeing what he has. And obviously I've been said a couple episodes ago that I hope they mentioned Drusilla, because you know damn well, like when he tried to off himself, he said something about, well, see Drew in hell. Like he's clearly care about Drew. And we didn't see more about her. I'm hoping we do see an appearance, because one thing about Buffy, they would never mention anything if nobody doesn't, if people's not going to show up later on some way, somehow. Wonder if Faith's going to be mentioned. I know that she, you know, let herself into prison. I'm wondering if we're going to see her interact with Angel maybe, but that's another subject. Personally, this for me, this season was kind of just like it was just crazy. Like seeing that Buffy, you know, will work with these initiatives and try to please them in a sense, and the fact that they kept treating my you know, Buffy like as if she was a vampire or a demon, that she needed to be killed because she's in the way of doing her job that's meant for her. And the thing is, it was kind of like, a kind of a continuation of what the mayor have done with keeping the legacy of doing investigations. But to be honest, some of this shit is dumb. You mean to tell me you having a literal underground scientist investigation lab watching and analyzing these demons, and you're catching these motherfuckers crazy? Like Riley literally said a few episodes ago that when Buffy wasn't catching demons because she wasn't really getting them a lot since Adam was over here coercing them, the initiatives were stealing her job. So pretty much she wasn't really slaying unless it was with Riley. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking see Riley and her slaying everywhere. Like, I don't need to see that. Shit, I barely got her slaying with Angel. Why would I want to see Riley doing this? Her and Riley. And then he was out here having 25 fucking days of sex. I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't. The best thing from this season, honestly, was seeing Buffy kick ass, being her badass self, Willow and her amazing magic development, her and Tara, obviously, and Anya and Xander, and a little bit of spice of, Giles and his boo. But to be honest, and like besides the Faith appearance episode and the Hush episode and like possibly a couple others, I already knew from the get-go of 401 that I was just going to be like this season. Literally, while the governor, on the side tangent since I'm coming back, the governor literally sat here, didn't even keep update with this, and these motherfucking scientists were just collecting demons until the shit got full and they didn't even know where to put them. They were doing Buffy's job, and instead of killing these demons, they were saving them like they were a fucking buffet, and it backfired. So let's dive in.
Anything on me? I got Graham and a lot of the guys testifying I'm the reason they're alive.
Yeah,
I
but
might actually
due
get
to
out of
us.
this with an honorable discharge.
Dinner is served.
Oh, you
And my
cooking?
very own recipe.
Popcorn, dude.
Ooh, you push the button on the microwave that says popcorn?
Right.
Actually, I pushed a frost, but
They're
Joyce was there.
Frost. They having a movie
Let's
night.
begin.
They having a movie night. Love to
Sure
see
you
it.
ain't doing this?
No,
Wait.
you guys have your fun.
Joyce and Giles. I thought I forgot about Giles. Damn, they sleep. Did the movie even start? They were fucking doing magic. It did exhaust them, not gonna lie. And that's why the episode is called Restless. Don't tell me it's gonna be a dream-like episode.
That we haven't found her name.
Who?
Who? Miss Kitty?
Gotta be Miss Kitty. Worried about
I'm
what?
never worried here. I'm safe here.
Oh, she feels safe with
You don't know
Tara.
everything about me.
What?
But before,
What
I
the?
know something important.
What is she writing on her back? The lights turn on. Okay, the sun.
And there's something out there.
What is out there? Wait a minute. What is that? What is happening?
Hey,
Hey guys.
Oz?
you making drama?
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Is she reliving high school? Why is...
Sometimes I think about two women doing a spell. And then I do a spell by myself.
Xander, are you okay?
The place
Buffy?
is packed. Everybody's here. Your whole family's in the front row, and they look really angry.
What the fuck?
Reaction?
Well, you showed up later. You'd have a better part.
Riley.
I'm cowboy guy.
Your costume is perfect.
Yeah.
One of us.
Everybody
means
that she
we have to be
met?
Perfect. Now stay in character. Remember your lines and energy, especially
What the
when you're
fuck?
numbers.
Then you got Oz showing up.
Space for the cheese slices.
The cheese slices. Oh my god.
This drama class is just... I think they're really not doing things in the proper way. And now I'm in a play and my whole family's out there. And
Pails for you?
why, thank you. But they're not very heavy. Why have you come to our lonely small town?
I'm looking for a man. A salesman.
Why are you looking at us?
Like you. Hoodlums, yes, I mean you and your friends, your whole sex. Throw them in the sea for all I care. Throw them in and wait for them. Okay, this really is...
What the fuck? Oh no. What?
now.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's like a tragedy.
not the season 1 Willow. Really? That's what we doing? Not eyes all on Tara. You get the fuck out of here. What? What is that? What is that? What the fuck?
Hey,
No the fuck.
Joyce?
maybe they all left a while ago.
Oh, I should probably go catch up.
He's having his dream now,
Heard that before.
which is to hook up with Joyce.
That's cool about you.
It's very late. Would you like to rest for a while?
No!
Yeah.
You
I
just...
like you. I'm just...
Don't tell me the demon. Oh! Not them analyzing, to be
I
exact.
didn't order any vampires.
The way he dies Joyce, though. He said, Joyce, I'm committed. Look at Giles.
Giles here is going to teach me to be a watcher. Says I got the stuff.
You don't got the stuff, sir.
Spike's like a son to me.
Like a son?
I was into that for a while.
It's the cat for me.
I got other stuff going on.
I'm okay.
And then it became
Not coming for me yet.
not coming for you
I just
yet.
mean, you can't...
I've been thinking about getting back into Vengeance.
Is that right?
Really?
I'm going places.
I'm way ahead of you.
You should be going places and watching the damn street. Oh, look at them.
Watch this.
Watch this. Not, we ain't gonna see them kissing, but Xander can you see them kissing?
Oh, go on.
I don't have to.
I'll be fine. I think I figured out how to steer.
Is this who we are? Is this what we represent? Are you fucking crazy?
It's because of what we did, I know that.
Which is the Adam thing?
And the others have gone on ahead. Life may depend on what I'm about to tell you. You need...
La maison ne nuit durement. Tes copains sont tous là, ayant un tape merveilleux et rentrent. On y va.
Wait!
What?
Where are we going?
Not this random ass man grabbing Xander too, like we know you. This is like another way of leading into what season 5 is going to be about. Because it's been up in the air about him joining the army since he felt like he doesn't do anything besides
Where are you from?
trying to find potential jobs, and everybody else is in college and stuff like that.
Well, I remember it smelled like dead flowers.
Is that Snyder?
Like decay.
Tony, what is him? How did you know that through the dark? And he out here sweating bricks too? What the fuck is that?
Giles, it's here.
It's more serious than we thought.
Giles?
I can fight anything, right?
Willow's acting like an IRL. Is it? Yo. Oh my god.
You don't understand. Alani Nancy here with us. And you're not gonna change that.
Oh my god. It's that monster. Now Giles is next. And they pushing a baby cat. Buffy like a kid? Cause she's like a daughter to him? Please, I won. She got on a mud mask. Relax.
I know you. Hey! Come on! You're gonna miss everything!
They say we're gonna make sure James get a cameo in somebody's vision. If that's the last thing we do. They say we're gonna put him in there and give him some minutes of screen time.
Not as an attraction. Sideshow freak.
Not him having.
Well, at least it's showbiz.
I swear to God. If one thing's gonna happen is that Spike gonna get on my
What
fucking
am I
nerves.
supposed to squishy frontal lobe?
Oh, come on. Let me come in. Come on. And she got her joke on paper messing up.
Quiet. You'll miss the humorous conclusion.
She's doing quite well.
Somebody said she sucked.
Primal, some animal force.
Yeah.
That used to be us.
Don't get linear on me now.
Not the man that spoke.
Okay. She said, I'm gonna spit you some couple jokes on my piece of paper.
Some primal evil that's come back seeking.
Yep.
I'm not sure why you were a warrior beast.
Oh, I'm a drummer.
There's every chance
Oh my God, he's gonna cut his neck.
you underestimate me.
His head.
You couldn't know. You never had a watcher.
One thing they kept consistent for these last 6 episodes was that damn cut on Buffy's forehead. And Charlie, what, waking up? Yeah, I'm about to say, why are you in there?
I need my beauty sleep. So stop it, okay?
Something, damn. Automatic? Oh, when she wakes. We haven't seen her in her real bed since like season 3. Yeah, Faith and her in that parallel of
I
making
thought
that
you were here
bed.
to tell me.
So you gonna pull that knife out me, B?
Find them.
Yeah, they need you to find them because all of them's going through their own sick, demented dream.
Oh. Why are you living in the walls? Oh, sweetie, no, I'm fine here. Don't worry about me.
What? Why are you on the walls, ma'am?
A mouse is playing with my knees.
Playing with your knees?
I really don't think you should live in there.
Why she laugh like that's cute?
It went great. They made me Surgeon General.
You just called her killer. You thought I didn't hear that?
Why didn't you come and tell me?
And that monster
We're
right
not
there.
demons.
Yeah, you're not demons.
Is that a fact?
That's what we do. We fight. What in the semen, slime, Clay-Doh? She gonna put on her face because then it's gonna intertwine when she had that mask on her face with Giles' vision from this lady. Here we go. Does that transition again?
I guess you're on your own.
On her, sir. You ain't that smart. Your head uneven. You look dusty. Let me stop. That's the worst thing though. Getting sand in your shoes. Them shits never leave. They release something very, very scary out in this world.
Never gonna find them here.
And that magic, see that magic thing. Something had to give.
Someone has to speak for her.
Someone has
Let
to
her speak
for
for herself.
Oh, she's right here.
That's what's done in polite circles.
I have no speech, no name. I live in the action of death.
The action of
Blood
death.
cry.
The Slayer.
The Slayer.
The first.
The first one, is she?
I walk.
Ooh.
I talk. I shop. I sneeze.
She dates.
I'm gonna be a fireman when the floods roll back.
Start spitting out riddles.
No.
Oh, now she's no friends.
Just to kill.
Just to
We
kill.
are alone.
Get that fucking man out of here.
That's it. I'm waking up.
Yeah, she said you ain't waking up. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me right now? Down the hill, them stunt doubles was doing work in the sleep. Yeah, it's okay, but oh, she came to real life.
It's over, okay? I'm going to ignore you, and you're going to go away. Also, in terms of hair care, you really want to say what kind of impression am I making in the workplace? Because
Don't be coming for her hair, sis. One thing you're not gonna do is come for the hair, sis.
The Slayer's power was an affront to the source of that power.
you know, you could have brought that up to us before we did it.
Right,
Okay.
traumatized.
Yes, sure. Buffy smile.
That
You're right.
dude got traumatized.
The first Slayer.
You met her.
I never really thought about it. It was intense. You all didn't dream about that guy with the cheese.
Right, that fucking
I don't know where the hell that came from.
I don't either, but they do.
No.
Or is it Joyce's?
What's to come?
What's to come?
What you are? You haven't even begun.
She hasn't even begun. Oh, shit about to get real. So, that is the final episode of season 4. We're finally done with the whole season 4. I kind of already gave my opinions on like so far, and I do feel like even though this is kind of it was a crazy mix to introduce us into season 5, but I feel like there's something. I feel like it was like a full circle. Personally for me, it was exciting to see the first Slayer. I feel like how Buffy was able to be fully consumed by this by the spell last episode. Something to be able to happen. I felt that. The fact is that like we was able to see the first Slayer. Like I've never really thought about that. I never really thought about us seeing the first Slayer and seeing how they act opposed from Buffy and seeing how potentially, you know, it kind of, I mean, it's not going to happen in that sense, but it reminded me of like the Avatar, The Last Airbender, where like Aang is the current Avatar, but there's hundreds of avatars before him and he got to see like the first few, and like I never really sat here and thought about like how the first Slayer came to be. And if I wouldn't even mind seeing more about how she became the first Slayer and what happened, how she became the first Slayer overall. But that was something that really slid in, because definitely I feel like it's probably going to highlight what the next season is going to be about. Like these first 4 seasons has probably going to be child's play to what's going to be coming later on when she does more things Slayer related. And I feel like some of these little things is probably going to hint so much that's going to probably happen in the next 3 to 4 seasons, because we got to see, you know, how, you know, like for example, like with Buffy, we got to see this Riley thing, and I feel like this Riley thing is going to definitely become a big part in season 5, because obviously they're not going to end long. But since he said, I mean, from the dreamer's perspective, he seemed like he's going to be okay, and that the government like know that he's going to have essential information. But does that mean they're going to have him work for the government? And since he loves to have, or he loves to be in order and have and be under order, will that mean that Riley's going to like potentially work for the government and take in a role? Because if so, if he does take that route, that means that some things are going to change. You know, like that's going to probably become a thing, because regardless of anything, they want to destroy the demons. And even though Buffy is friends with some of these demons to an extent, that might overpower, kind of like how it was already. But I wonder if the Slayer is just bringing their fears alive, because like how Xander, you know, his family been having problems and his dad comes, how Giles, and then you got Willow, who literally went back to high school, and then seeing seeing Tara and Tara and Oz about to make out in class, and you got Xander having even though he's grown a lot, you seeing him relive his, well, I don't think it was intentionally him, I think it was most like the Slayer. Well, I'll see when I do look at the review. But you see him going back to his childish ways of like season 1 to 2, even 3 T's, when he was just girl crazed. Like him fantasizing about Joyce and how he dodged that. Like he dodged it. He didn't even fall into the games. But he did fall into Tara and Willow game. But he was walking towards it, but then ended up going to a game. But he was about to fucking get in a car crash. Like he was literally looking back for too long. But personally for me, even though this episode like gave us like how, you know, some powers have repercussions, which can essentially lead to whatever magic that Willow practices later on. This episode, I mean, it wasn't one of the best of the season. I mean, to be honest, it was just like, if anything, it took me a while to puzzle shit together. Like I literally was just watching and watching and watching. Like I felt like it was going to be a dream because of the hint of Restless. And then I didn't look at any of the titles of who's going to be in the show until I saw Oz. And I'm like, why the fuck is Oz here? Then I forgot. And I thought thinking it was high school, because then they gave us a little flashback Willow tease with the wig. The fact that we got to hear Willow and Tara doing stuff, you know, because one of our brothers love the tease. This episode I just don't know. I just feel like this episode was just up in the air. Like, if anything, I feel like this is probably the relaxedest episode amongst the 4 seasons. This is probably the most chillest episode amongst the 4 seasons. But I mean, unless you like, you know, dissect the words of the ending, this has probably been the less sinful one it is. Season 1, you know, Buffy damn near, you know, she died, had to be revived. I mean, besides this and one probably was even less sinful than season 1. Season 2, you know, Buffy left. Season 3 ends, you got the school on fire, there was Bandu breakup. Like this probably had to be the less sinful. I feel like the best thing as far as though is seeing the first Slayer. But there's so much shit that I honestly cannot tell you what I even know about this episode. I genuinely cannot. I'm pretty much going to look at the reviews, interpret, and then I'm going to give my final thoughts, and then maybe do some theories for the next season. Oh yeah, it says a primal animal force stalks Buffy, Willow, Xander, and Giles in their nightmares as they each other come face to face with their worst fears. So essentially, I was right about the first fears. Falling asleep. Buffy, Xander, Willow, and Giles meet at Buffy's Relax with videos after their victory over Adam. Meanwhile, Riley has to leave for debriefing, which goes into ties with him in Buffy's dreams, intertwining with the government. Since he mentioned the government, giving an honorable discharge. Tara announces that this is the first Slayer. The first Slayer tells Buffy she cannot have friends and must work alone. And it's ironic because Buffy said in the last two episodes ago that now she sees why in the prophecy that they don't say nothing about a Slayer and her friends. The first Slayer tells Buffy that she cannot have friends and must work alone. Buffy finds a turret deck in her hand, but instead of the pictures top of the card's video, it said the Manus. I'm gonna look up the Manus too. Manus means hand, and that means for Buffy. Because like I said, Spirit is for Spirit for Willow, Amy is heart for Xander. Sophia's was mine for Giles, and man is his hand for Buffy. It says heart, spirit, mean I'm doing a man is hand, man is yes. Season 4 is clear that Buffy. Yeah, season 4, Buffy is the hand. She's the manus. The car with one hand open up and the other one is closed fist. Use her hand to slay the demon and her hand to remove Adam's heart, which is equally clear that the hands cannot act alone. They need the mind, spirit, and heart, which is Giles, Xander, and Willow. Without the other three, she could use them in the wrong manner, like how the first Slayer had no one to help her, that she wanted to work alone. That's my words. That wasn't what I'm reading. And then what happens when she doesn't use her hands? And when they're chopped off, or she rejects them, or she forgets, and not with the healing destroyed. Essentially, this whole season was highlighting how they all need each other. See how this whole season they've been drifting apart? But anyways, y'all, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Buffy Angel reactions. My Patreon will be linked in the description where you can find full extended Buffy reactions, Sailor Moon, and Angel. My Discord and Twitter will be linked so you can talk to me about either of those fandoms or see me do future updates on Twitter. Until next time, make sure to be safe. Peace.